everyone. I wanted to come on here today to do a quick video for you of how women that have mature skin need to actually apply their makeup. So I am with Saint Beauty. My name is Marla Marasco, and I wanted to show you how I would do a quick hack, which is highlight and contour. And again, I'm using the Saint Beauty 3D foundation. This is my compact. These are my highlight colors. So I'm going to be using white peach as my lightning highlight. And then this is amber, which is like my all over contour. So I'm going to be using these two right now to put on the 3D foundation, and I wanted to show you again how I am doing that. So I am using our blend brush, and the reason why I like this, especially for my skin, which again it has some redness around here. My pores are a little bit large, and I wanted to make sure that I have that airbrushed look and not that heavy cakey look that you can get sometimes with some of the heavier foundations. So again, right now I am applying my all over highlight color, and I'm going to concentrate that right here more towards this part of my face, and then I'll do a little bit of here, and then the lightening would be right here in the T-zone area. So again, I am using the blend brush by Saint, excuse me. Mascara is actually changed, rebranded to our new logo and our new brand, which is called Saint Beauty. And so again, I wanted to quickly show you. Now again, this brush is really going to do more of a lighter foundation than some of our other brushes that we have. So if you want more fuller coverage, I would suggest this Buffy brush. That's going to give you more fuller coverage. So again, I wear bangs, so I don't really put a lot of makeup on here, my forehead, just because to me it's a waste. Because again, I always wear bangs, but I wanted to put some on just to show you where this foundation would be going. Again, the important thing to remember with women that have more mature skin is that obviously as we age, we lose the I can't even say that word, elasticity in our skin. So therefore everything is falling down. And the point of this makeup and the hack is to kind of bring everything up, kind of give you that natural facelift without an actual facelift. And I'm also looking in the mirror too, because I have such bad eyes, so it's hard to see as I'm looking into the camera. Okay, so now I'm going to go in and use my lightning highlight color again, which is white peach. And I'm going to concentrate that right here in this T-zone area. So what I usually do is I just kind of stipple this lighter shade on, and then I kind of smooth it out. And again, I'm focusing in on this T-zone area where you can see I have some redness, some blotchiness. So again, I'm just trying to stipple this in because that way it will set better into my skin, into my pores. And actually the key thing too is to go really kind of light here underneath your eyes, because you really don't want that creasy look from the makeup. Again, I like using this brush. There's, of course, other brushes you can use that have, like, obviously the bigger head to it, more bristles. So this is really good, again, if you want the full coverage. And I will probably just put this on because it's a little bit quicker to get this makeup on, so I'm not taking so long. But again, you're concentrating this lighter highlight color, and I'm just stippling it on right now into this T-zone area. The point of it is to give some depth to your face so that, you know, you look, that's why it's called 3D foundation. So because you are dimensional, you're not just one flat look. So that's what we're trying to do, is bring that out with the lighter foundation color. Okay, so I'm going to go back in with my smaller blend brush and just kind of, again, stipple this in, blend it out a little bit, get more of that airbrushed look to it. Okay, and then what I like to do then, okay, and then what I like to do is go in and then do my contour. And this is really actually the most important part of the application. If I can find my brush. Oh, okay. And the reason that is because with contouring, again, you want to try to give yourself that facelift, chiseled, contoured look of your cheeks. And that's why it's really, really important to get a contour color that's really good, a good match. And I can color match you. Right now I'm using olive as my contour color. And again, the critical piece to this is that you want to, for women that have more mature skin, where again our faces are kind of sagging, you want to build that look going upwards. So you want to carry the eyes, the look up. So the best thing to do is, instead of kind of just putting a whole bunch of makeup contour here, is, here's a tip. Take 2 fingers, okay? So you're really kind of going right at the end of your eye, and then you want to go up, find that cheek bone, and kind of just go upward. So again, what you want to do is you want to basically start right from here, the end of your eye, which is about 2 fingers from your nose, and you want to take your contour, find that like soft part of your cheekbone, and go swipe it up towards your hairline, kind of a thin layer. You don't need a lot of contour. Again. Okay, so we're going to take a thin layer of contour, swipe it up to your hairline so you can see how I haven't got a lot of makeup on, but I've already kind of built that effect of my cheekbones are really pretty high. The other nice thing what you want to do, and I'm going to use the other end of this brush because I want a thin line I should say, is again for women that are starting to lose the elasticity in their skin and they have more mature skin, they're going to start drooping and they're going to start getting jowls here. So the nice thing to do with this contour is you can kind of, again, give yourself that almost that fake jawline lift using contour. So I have a very thin layer of the contour on. And what you want to do is you want to kind of go just, you can kind of see I have a little jowl right here, just right above it, not all the way up, but just a little bit to kind of create that fake illusion of your jawline. And then you take that up towards your ear. Okay. And again, the key is to really use as limited amount of makeup as you can because you don't want it to be too dark. You really want it to be very natural looking. So again, I'm going to start right from here. And now you can see like right here is a little droopy. So I'm going to go right from here and go up. So see how I basically just thinned out my face, okay, with that contour trick right there. You're going to go right up top. You're not going to go underneath. You want to go a little bit above and then draw it up to your hair, kind of put that shadow here, connect it all together. Okay, and then you just want to pull it down a little bit. Again, just to kind of give that shadowy effect, okay, that you've just thinned out your jawline. See how that looks nice and thin now? Okay, the other thing that I do as well is I use my finger just because some of these, I mean, we have a lot of different brushes to choose from, but I just like using my finger. I feel like I get a better line. And there is actually some contour on here. And I'm going to contour my nose, okay? And you really want to stay on the top of your nose because the point of it is you're thinning your nose out. So you don't want to stay on the side. You want to stay kind of really on the top, okay? And give that natural shadow. Okay? And you're going to go on the other side. And again, I like using my finger. I think I have more control of where I want the contour to go. You can actually see how I've just narrowed out my nose. Okay? And then you want to go a little bit underneath. Okay? Okay, that shows you how I've thinned that part of it out. And then obviously we're going to blend all this in. And then the other trick you can do is you can take a little bit of that contour and go right underneath, especially women with more mature or aging, where our lips are starting to thin. And I have always had a problem with very thin lips. So you can see if you put a little bit, not a lot, underneath that lip, you kind of build that shadowy effect and you kind of have a little pout to it. And I'm going to put a little bit up here on my Cupid's bow, just a little. And you want to kind of do that a little bit above the lip line, the actual natural lip line. Again, just to give yourself a little bit of a shadow. Okay, and create a little bit more of a fuller effect. Okay, and so that is our contour. And then I'm going to go back and use my blend brush and just kind of, I'm going to work, I've already done that. So let's blend in our contour here, okay? And again, the point of it is you want to go up. You want to push everything upward. That's the whole point. You want to thin your face out. So you want to go upwards with your contour. Okay. And that way you get that real contoured, chiseled cheekbones. I'm going to actually put a little bit more on. You can go as light or as dark as you want. I like to have it a little bit darker just to really show some nice depth, some nice contour there. Okay, so you can see how I've contoured that out. And I'm going to buff this part of my nose out where I've put the contour here. Okay. And then what I like to do is go back in with my lightening highlight and just again do the bridge of my nose with the lightening highlight for, again, some more definition. And I just kind of buff that out to blend it all in. So you can see I've blended that all in now. Again, you can see the nice natural contour, my jawline here, my cheeks. Okay, so now I'm going to go in and do my cheeks, and I think I'm gonna try something different today. So I am going to use what is this color? Sunshine State. And it's got a little bit of like illumination, like a little glitter to it, a little sheen to it. But I want to try that today on my cheeks. And I'm going to go back and use my blend brush here. And I'm going to tap it on. Okay, not a lot. The nice thing about our makeup is so pigmented, you don't really need a lot. That's why our makeup lasts so long. And I don't know if I told you, but because the tins are magnetic, you can pop them out and pop them back into any compact you want. Okay. So again, I put a little bit of the Sunshine State cheek in. The other thing that you want to do with regards to mature skin is, you know, a lot of people always show you to use the apple of your eye, and then you're kind of tapping that in and building it up to your, your cheek area. But again, if you look for, again, mature skin, it pulls it down if you go to your apple of your cheek. So you kind of just like lose everything, and everything's going downward instead of upward. So you're going to just go very, very gently and just do a little bit and tap that in. You can go right here on the top of your cheek, because again, the point of it is with mature skin, you want to have the effect of the like that facelift of the whole, your face having that 3D contour and going up, okay? So you don't really want to go down here. You're going to go just a little bit up here on the top of your cheek, okay? Really right at the end of your eye. And you're going to do a little bit of color. You don't really need a lot, and that's the whole point, is like you don't need a lot of color. You really want to try to go for a very natural look, especially when you have more mature skin. Women feel they have to put a lot of makeup on to cover things. You really don't want to cover things. I mean, you want to give yourself that natural look without that very caked on look to you. So see? And I can go a little bit darker if I want. Okay. And I love our cream foundation because it's so easy to blend things in. You know, if you feel you have too much on, you just kind of blend it out and blend it all together for a nice airbrush look to yourself. Okay, so that is the face, the lip, and the cheek. So I am going to put a little bit of illuminator on, and then I will work on my eyes. So for illuminator, I'm going to use this honey. These are my two illuminators I like, Pearl and Honey. And I'm going to use this little glow gold color because of the eyeshadow look that I'm going to do today. And again, you want to kind of put that right here on the top of your cheek just to kind of give you like that little sheen, little dewy look. So you can see how the nice depth and the nice contour without it being so bold on your face. And then I use a little bit more of the not the contour, the illuminator, and then I just kind of go on my nose again just to give a little pop again to the center. Just dab it on the end. And then I will put a little bit here on my Cupid's bow. And you'll see once I put my lipstick on how that's all gonna pop. Okay, so that is that. And now what I'm going to do is take my Perfector sponge with my Stay Spray. Okay, and instead of just spraying my whole face, I want to set the makeup in. I want to set the foundation in. So I'm just going to spray this because you need to use a damp Perfector sponge so that it helps set the makeup. Okay, so you're just going to tap it all in, and then that also gets rid of any harsh lines, sets the makeup. You want to just kind of wipe it a little bit by your eye in case, you might have a little creasing there. Okay. I'm actually going to put a little bit more of my illuminator right here. I mean, not my illuminator, my lightning. There we go. Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. Set that all in real quick. Okay, see, it's a very natural look. It's not heavy and caked on. You can still see I have the contour. Okay, now I am going to go in and I am going to do my eyes. And this was our, what are we at? Day 9 from our Saint Advent calendar. This was the color. It was gold. That was the Day 9 Saint Advent calendar color for today, the gold. Okay, these were all the rest of the colors that we had. Let's see if it, Noel, Sugar Plum, I think this is Sleigh Ride, Wassail, Garland, which is a really kind of a green, very light tinge of green, Pomegranate, oh, Hot Chocolate, and 34th Street. And now day 9 is the gold. So what I am going to do is I am going to create my transition color first. And I am going to go with, oops, this is Zion. No, actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go for London. I'm going to change it up. I had an idea in my head and just changed it up. So I'm actually going to go with London right here. It's a very like a neutral, almost lavender color. So London's kind of like on the gray side. And I am going to use, I don't remember the name of this brush off the top of my head. What is this brush? Multitasker. Oh no, the eyeshadow everything brush. There's so many brushes, I can't remember them all. This is the eyeshadow everything brush. And I'm going to use the there's two ends. This is a little bit more narrow. This is a little bit more fuller. And I'm going to tap that in, tap off any excess that I get. And then I'm just going to go right here. Okay. I just realized I did not put my base on. All right, so we're going to go backwards to go forwards because I realized I did not put my base color on. Okay, so I'm going to go over here real quick because I just want to get the spot of where I want the London to go. And again, you just want to go in the crease and you can kind of go windshield wiper and then you can kind of circle it around just to kind of spread it around and get a nice even look. Okay, I'm going to probably come back in and fix this, but I realized I did not put my base color on. So I'm going to use, I'm going to use Sleigh Ride. I'm going to use Sleigh Ride today as my base. And I'm just going to use my finger because sometimes it's just easier to, with these glittery colors, to get nicer coverage. Okay. I'm just going to put this on as my base because I am going to use the gold probably right on top of it, but I just wanted to put this on as my base color. So again, you can see how nice and shimmery this is. Sometimes it's nice to use like a primer on your eye, especially if you're using some of these glitters, these shimmers, just because it helps to grab a little bit better. Okay. So go back. Okay. So I'm going to go back in and kind of deepen up that London, which is right here in my inner crease. And you don't want to go all the way up because, again, with us mature women, I have hooded eyes. I'm sure, again, a lot of you are probably getting hooded eyes, so you don't want to go all the way up. You want to be really careful at how much makeup you do put here in the inner crease. It's really just to be a transition color. It's not, and just kind of help give some depth to your eyes, but not really so that it takes away from your entire look. You just want to make it very natural, very transitioning to the next color. So I always like to do this windshield wiper, and then you can kind of twirl it around just to kind of spread out the color a little bit. And you don't want to go all the way down here to your inner eye because that's just going to make your whole eye look dark. So you want to kind of stop right here in the middle of your eye. Okay. All right. And now I'm going to go in and I'm trying to think of what I want to do. I think I'm going to go in and use coal. Yeah, let's just try it. I think I'm going to go in and use coal on my outer part of my eye here. Okay, and I'm going to use the thinner end of the eyeshadow everything brush, and I'm going to tap it into the color, tap it off just in case you get any excess. And then what you want to do is you want to just stick here right on the outer corner. Okay, and just kind of tap it in. Okay, I'm going a little bit forward, like as if it was a liner, but I'm really not lining. I'm just kind of bringing the color a little bit to the middle of my eye here. And again, I'm just kind of tapping it on because I want the color to not really, again, have a lot of droplets on my, what am I trying to say on my face here? So let me just kind of brush this out a little bit. Okay. All right, going back to my coal. I'm going to just accentuate the outer part of my eye here. You just want to go in a V and a little bit upward, but not to cover up that London. So see how it just kind of helps make your eye pop a little bit. Again, I'm going to go here on the outer part, just a little bit. I'm just kind of tapping it. I'm not really even wiping it or brushing it across, just a little bit to make it look like it's a liner, but not a lot. And then I'm going to tap it and go upward a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit to blend it in a little bit. Okay. Just to kind of blend it so you don't really have any harsh lines. Okay, so you can see how that's made my eyes like really, really pop there. All right, so now I'm going to go in with this gold, and it's a very, very light shimmer. I don't even know if you can see that. It's very, very light. And I'm going to go right up here on my brow. Okay. You can see it's really, really, really light, like a very pale shimmer. Okay. And it's really nice because it's giving a little, like, an illumination here to your brow without making it really bold. Okay. So you could see how nicely all that has blended in. Okay, and I'm not going to probably do any kind of a liner. I don't know. Let me see. Let's take some more of that coal and maybe I'll do a little liner, not heavy. Because that's the other thing is you don't want to, with more mature skin, you don't really want to make, you know, it very dark because that just pulls away from the natural look that you really are trying to get. So I'm really just doing a very, very thin line with that coal just to kind of connect all of it together. And I'm not even going again to the, I'm kind of just stopping right in the middle of my eye. All right, I'm going to put a little bit of mascara on. And again, with more mature skin, what you're really trying to do is build the look so that it carries the person's eye upward. Okay? And that's what you're really trying to do. So you can go a little bit on the bottom lash. I do every now and then. Not heavy. You definitely don't want to go heavy on the mascara. I mean, if you're going out for the evening, maybe you'll just, deepen up your color a little bit, but you really don't want to go heavy on the bottom with the mascara. You really want the whole look to be going upward. Okay. All right. So I don't want to put too much on, but just enough to accent my look. Okay, and again, the key is you really, if anything, you want to go more darker on the corner lashes here to really help make the eyes pop. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my, what is this, the hotline brush, and I'm going to go back. I'm going to line my lips, and then I'm going to put some color on, and I'm going to go back to my contour, and I'm actually using Olive. I know Indigo is also another great liner, but I don't have it, so I'm just going to use the Olive contour. Now the trick again for women who have smaller lips like me, you want to try to give somewhat of a fake plumpy lip, okay? But not making it crazy lines. You don't want to make very heavy, dark lines. That's the worst thing you can possibly do. So I'm going to take that smaller end of the hotline brush, and I went in with my contour, and I'm going to go right here, and I'm going to go up. I'm going to make it come to a point. You don't really even want to follow the natural line of your lips. You want to kind of go a little bit above that. So you go to a point. Okay. Okay, so you can kind of see how I made that line come up a little bit above my natural line, and you want to kind of make it more towards a point, again, pointing upward, because even with my lips, my top lip is so small, it's going down. So I'm going to go up to a point. And then you kind of stay above a little bit the line. Okay. So I don't know if you could see that, but it's like I said, I could use a darker liner. Contour. I don't want to go too dark, because then it's going to look crazy. Okay. And then I'm going to go on the bottom, and I just want to go right underneath, like not even, like just right underneath a little bit. and even out a little bit past my actual line. Okay, so hopefully you can see that. And then I am going to go in and I'm going to use, sorry, trying to find, so I'm going to use the nude. Oh no, excuse me, this is Sadie. I'm going to use this. This is a really pale pink, and then I'm probably going to go in on top with some of the black cherry. So use the other end of the hot line brush, and I'm just going to go now. Again, Sadie is very, very pale. You want that real nude look. This is a great color. Okay. And now I'm going to go in and I'm going to just deepen that up a little bit with the black cherry. Now I know this looks kind of crazy, if you will. It looks like it's really dark. It's actually not. It's a very pretty gloss. Really, really pretty. So you can see how it just made that Sadie pop a little bit more. And I kind of just tap it to blend it a little bit. The liner, the contour. Okay. All right. Okay, so that's black cherry. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add again a little bit. I'm going to take this, what is this, the Thrive, I don't even know what this, brightening pencil. It's white. And I'm going to go just a little bit here, again, to brighten up my eye. Just a real little bit. This helps brighten your eye lid up, your eye area up, especially if you're tired. Okay, so see how that just kind of brightened up my eye? Just kind of tap it in the corner a little bit. Okay, so see, it just kind of brightens up your eye, and then I'm going to use a little bit here on the very, very top of where I put that contour. Okay, and you can see how that's actually just, again, brightens that area up. And I'm actually going to go back in with my honey illuminator and do a little bit more here on my Cupid's bow. Okay. All right, and now I'm going to go in the last two more steps. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to use our Bella bronzer just to give me a little bit of warmth. This is our Bella bronzer cream based. I'm going to just put this on just again to give me a little bit of warmth. And the key thing is you want to go, and again, I have bangs on, but if you don't have bangs, you would be going right up here. And the point of it is just to give a little warmth, a little glow to your face. You really don't need a lot of this. Okay? A lot goes a long way with this. And again, you're just kind of giving a little bit of warmth, a little bit more dimension to your face. I have to go touch that up because I just... So just kind of like that sun-kissed look to your face. You can put a little bit here if you want. Okay, I'm going to have to go back in with that gold because I put some bronzer on it by accident. Okay. I'm going to go back in real quick with some more illuminator right here. Again, just to kind of set that a little bit. Okay. All right, and that's it. And now I'm going to set everything with a setting powder. And we have a vanilla dust setting powder. Excuse me, all my stuff is falling. We have vanilla dust setting powder. Right now, I am actually liking this Hourglass setting powder. Maybe, I don't know, because it's the winter. I'm not sure. Right now, it's just working better with my skin texture. And I'm just setting all of that in. And you primarily, again, just want to stay within your T-zone area, especially if you're on the oilier side. You just kind of want to tap this in just to take some of that greasy, shiny look. Okay. And that is our look for today. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I will put in the comments the colors that I used today. Have a great day.